Hello, and a warm welcome to Flowing with Angels. Thank you so much for being here with me for this reading with additional channeled guidance from Archangel Sandalphon. These readings are timeless, so whenever you come across them, you can trust that there will be some relevant messages for you here. Let's take a look at today's card spread. First of all, I love the colors on the cards. They radiate a very positive, optimistic vibe already. So the first card is called Crystal Grid, with the keyword focus, and the key sentence, create with intent. We also see the symbols of all four elements, water, fire, earth and air depicted on the card, which reminds me of the Magician card in the tarot. This magician energy suggests a mastery of all the tools necessary to turn potential into reality, to turn our ideas and visions into tangible manifestations, bridging the gap between the spiritual and the material worlds. The crystal grid depicted on this card is complemented with little flowers and flower petals, which gives it an air of springtime, of new growth and of blossoming. The stones look like turquoise and clear crystal quartz, turquoise being a crystal of calm and honest communication and decision making based on our inner truth. And it is also acting like a bridge between heaven and earth, spiritual connection as well as grounding. So turquoise connects to the energy of Archangel Sandalphon, whom we will ask for additional guidance in a moment. The clear quartz stones are amplifiers of this present energy, bringing in more wisdom, clarity, and higher consciousness. So this particular grid encourages us to ask ourselves what we truly want, to get creative and to set our intentions. Crystals are a physical aid to help us focus, as they take on the energy of the intentions and ideas we come up with when we hold them in our hands. Like vision boards, crystal grids are tangible representations of our focused dreams, desires, and intentions. I asked Archangel Sandalphon for his message on this card, and this is what came through for us. This is an invitation to open yourself up to the energy that I radiate towards you, an energy of balance, of gentleness, and of compassion. You are your own creative center. What you are, the energy that dwells within you and flows through you to and from the universe, is what determines the creative process, the process of manifestation. So you have to go right to your core and leave the world around you for what it is for a while in order to gain personal clarity on your intentions and desires. It is important not to allow outside influences to pull you off track. A crystal grid mirrors this beautifully as it shows the movement of energy outwards from the center, like the sun and its rays. You focus with your whole being, not just with your mind, but the full aliveness of your senses and energy field. The one cannot focus without the other. Otherwise, you would end up with mixed energy and consequently with a wobbling signal to the universe. I am the Archangel who is like a bridge from the earth plane to the higher realms, who observes the transmission of energy from you in your human form to the part of you that is connected to the source of all that is. I am the one who would like to teach you how to speak to the universe from a place of worthiness and belief, because your thoughts, your words, and your intentions are very powerful. They are like arrows flying through the sky at high speed, and you would not want them to fly all over the place, missing their goal, or even wounding yourself or others. That is why I would like to guide you further and ask you to be open to the words that will follow. Let's continue with the second card. I feel that it will bring about a deepening of the interpretation of the first card. We have yet again, just like in the previous reading, a beautiful card from a Dutch oracle card deck that I will translate into English right away. So this is the card of the sylph, and the sylph is a guardian of nature, a spirit of the woods, who reminds us of our deep magical and sacred connection to the natural world. Sylphs emanate a calm and tranquil spirit that mirrors the quietude of the woods, yet their nature is of a highly creative, intuitive, and free-spirited kind. Once again, we see the energy of Archangel Sandalphon appear in this card, as he has a strong connection to the natural world, often depicted surrounded by trees, stones, and natural elements. And he also inspires practitioners of the creative arts, like writers, poets, and musicians. Archangel Sandalphon just mentioned that the energy of a crystal grid mirrors the sun and its rays. And coincidentally, the sylphs are connected to the energy of the sun as well. When we look at this card, it seems like the sylph is holding a sun-like yellow ball in her arms. The sun represents that happiness, warmth, and fulfillment that enter our lives in magical moments. But it also symbolizes our self-belief and our strength as authentic, independent beings who can give direction to their lives by setting these crystal clear intentions. So the key words and key phrase on this card are written in Dutch, but they read as surrender, dreams, and receiving. I set an intention, act upon it, and surrender to the way it will come to me, or in other words, how it will manifest. Just like Archangel Sandalphon, the sylphs assist in guiding our prayers to the heavens, as well as helping them manifest on earth. This card reminds us that when we focus and set our intentions and send them into the universe, we have to make room for the universe to do its part, surrendering the outcome, surrendering the way in which our intentions and desires will manifest, and believe and trust in the magic of the universe, while remaining open to receive. So where the first card represents the setting of our intentions, this second card talks about the process of releasing them and waiting for them to manifest. We have the energy of Neptune in the 5th house, which gives us some indication on how to make the most of this second step, so to speak. Neptune governs the mystical realms of divine inspiration, dreams, intuition, and artistic and creative pursuits. When it is in the 5th house, it fuels our imagination and creative self-expression and surrounds us with an air of romance, fun, and that childlike innocent joy of engaging in endeavors that lift our spirits. As the 5th house is connected to the sun in Leo, we once again get the message of the power of our metaphorical sun, knowing who we are, believing in ourselves, expressing ourselves authentically, and having the clarity of where we wish to go and what we wish to receive. The energy of Neptune helps us to picture this all, to use our imagination to conjure up the feelings and sensations of these manifestations to be that we are joyfully expecting and anticipating on. This is what Archangel Sandalphon wishes to convey to us about the second card. The sylph embodies the flow of energy of your intentions as well as the flow of energy of your manifestations. There is a two-way rainbow bridge of light opening up for you if you allow yourself to dwell in a state of being that is open, centered, and ready to send out and ready to receive. A creative endeavor of any kind is like a portal to this energy bridge, because it lifts you up to the ethereal realm of possibilities. You step out of your daily routines, your habitual thinking patterns, and you let yourself flow free. You allow inspiration to come to you, and you allow yourself to live outside the boundaries of time and space for a while. Writing, singing, playing music, drawing, for example, are so much more than just a hobby or a simple pastime. They are valuable tools that can shape and bend your world of energy. They help you to return to your natural state, free from judgment, free from worry, free from limitations, which allows your soul to breathe and to enhance its natural connection to the higher realms. This is the exact state in which your intentions get wings and fly along the most natural and efficient routes towards the higher realms. So when you incorporate creative expression through the workings of your imagination into the process of intention setting and getting clear what it is you desire, you will generate a powerful momentum, a momentum that forms the rainbow bridge of light. Let's move on to the third and last card, called Earth, with the keywords peace and grounding. So when I look at the depiction on this card, it feels like a crystal ball to me, with all that purple in and around it. It reminds me of the third eye chakra. So this is the crystal clear vision that we created through the steps represented by the first two cards. And we see the sun coming up on the horizon. A new dawn is breaking, new light is coming, and it is because this vision has grown thick, reliable roots, as we can see on the card. With the little bee, the butterfly, and the white dove on the card, it feels like we did the work of setting intentions and empowering them through creative expressions with the bee, and then we set them free, allowing them to transform into energy with the butterfly, and now the divine is responding with the white dove. Blessings are on the horizon. Manifestations are in the making. The consecutive moon phases on the card feel like the completion of a cycle, a coming together of the right components over time. Another message on this card is for us to allow the unfolding of this process of manifestation with patience and trust. We cannot dwell in the realm of Neptune, in this dreamy, imaginative state all the time. It is also important to return back to Earth, to connect with the tangible natural world, and to see this sense of patience and trust reflected back from it. The seasons, the natural cycles, and the peaceful rhythms. It is like that saying, chopping wood and carrying water, which refers to our daily activities as a human being. We are not in a waiting state when it comes to our manifestations, but we are in a being ready state, so to speak, a calmly trusting state for whatever wishes to arrive into our world. Let's see what Archangel Sandalphon wishes to say to us on this last card. The Earth is your current home, the planet you live on, and both the Earth plane and the higher realms are connected to the rainbow bridge I spoke of earlier. When you focus and you set your intentions, and you do so through the power of your creativity and imagination, be aware that this process does not become a form of escapism, where you deny your current earthly reality. It is important to stay rooted where you are, accepting of whatever is occurring, and tending to whatever needs attention and care in your world. The Rainbow Bridge is about bringing heaven to earth. When you idealize heaven or the higher realms and you look down upon your earthly existence, there is an imbalance of energies. Peace comes from gratitude and from valuing the beauty and the gifts of planet Earth, of your physical vessel that is your body, and the three-dimensional manifestations that are already enhancing and complementing your life. I encourage you to bring joy to everything you do. Allow the inspiration of your vision quest to seep through into the threads of your daily life. Live with enchantment, with a childlike wonder about the magical ways of the universe. Some of you experience a density on Earth, but that does not have to be that way. Density is really an illusion, because all is energy, and you are a master energy influencer. Nothing is set in stone. Life is fluid, but only if you allow it to be. Sometimes your stability or your ability to ground yourself properly is shaken up by a lack of vision, obscured by your own thoughts or outside obstacles or influences. But this simply means that you are temporarily unable to see or to know the unfolding. But that does not mean that behind the veil, energy isn't moving. Just continue to live your life in peace. Do what you can do and allow yourself to be guided along the way. When you release control over the how and the when, the universe can show you its magic, because you are open to it and not blocking it with doubt or insecurity. The true meaning of grounding is getting your entire being and energy field stable where you are, knowing that where you are does not interfere with your intention setting and your dreams. The Rainbow Bridge is always there, and there is a continuous exchange of energy in your best interest. Those of you who hear this message are in for a profound turn of events, a path arising in the distance that you cannot yet see. Trust that it is there, and that all will unfold in due time. The optimism, clarity, and vitality of the energy of the sun that came through in this message as well will help you to dissolve the veil of fog. Patiently continue the process that has been highlighted to you through the medium of this reading, and know that the Rainbow Bridge is lit up for you, working its magic. And with these beautiful words of wisdom from Archangel Sandalphon, we've come to the end of this reading. Thank you, Archangel Sandalphon, for your presence and for your guidance. And I would also like to thank all of you for being here with me today. Thank you for your love and support for this channel. Please consider liking and subscribing to the channel if you've enjoyed this reading and this channeled angelic guidance. I'm sending you lots of love and light and many blessings as always. Until next time, namaste.